PhoenixSocialNetwork.org. Have you been banned by all the major social networks? Do you always get a community strike from the thought police for having an unpopular opinion? Then you need to download Phoenix. PhoenixSocialNetwork.org. The social network where you can say what the fuck you want. There is no thought police over here on Phoenix Social Network. Download the app today for iOS or Android and make sure you say what the fuck you want. Peace.
What's up, guys? It's the bear, and this channel is not about anything but my weight loss journey. So I'm not really gonna talk politics or nothing on here. So it's been this. I don't know if any of you guys watched the video that are on the live right now, but man, it's been a rough week when it comes to the weight loss journey. I'm sure you guys seen, and there was that day, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday, it was like 1 o'clock midnight, and man, it was a struggle, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think I ate enough or anything like that, and I ended up getting so hungry. Man, you know, you're trying to fight it, and you're trying not to do that, and that day it sucked, man. Like, that day was brutal. I can't even explain how frustrating it was, and the fact is, and I've said it, that when somebody's an overeater or has a bad relationship with food, it's real similar to being addicted to a drug, but except for being something that you don't need, like heroin, crack, or anything to that effect. Your addiction is food, and it makes it even harder because you don't need cocaine or heroin or alcohol to survive. You need food. You need food to live, and to be able to control that when you're already an overeater, it's really hard to deal with. And when you're sitting there, and because I've seen and I've heard people go from overeaters to anorexia, and because their relationship with food is that bad, and that's the problem. I'm trying to maintain some kind of symbiotic balance when it comes to food, and with me, it's a bad relationship because I don't want to swing and then become super anorexic where I'm afraid of food. And I don't want to do that, because then that leads you down another dark alley that I'm trying to already come out of a dark alley. So that's something that I'm really working on right now, is trying to maintain some kind of healthy relationship when it comes to food. And that's trying to, you know, keep my intake at a certain level. But during this week, it was extra stressful because it was my dad's birthday. So there was cake involved, and I don't know if you guys saw that, or if you guys even watched the video, but there was that, and trying to keep that try not to overeat on the cake, and then I'm kind of scared of eating cake, and sweets, because again, I have a bad relationship with food. I mean, let me know what you guys think, man, because it's really a struggle, man, and it sucks. It really does. And then I gained a pound, or I think it was 1.2 pounds this week, and it really does suck. Because I mean, I go for my walks, I do intermittent fasting, and then to see that I've gained 1.2 pounds, man, is really, really, really tough. to sit there and fathom, that I'm doing all this work, and then because then last night I was stupid, and then I like 2 pieces of pizza at 9 o'clock at night while I was watching the movies. It's really, really, really stressful. I was before COVID, I did this, and it seemed like it was so much easier. I was at before I was on YouTube, I weighed over 300 pounds, like really 300 pounds, and I got all the way down to 200 pounds, and I basically gained half of it back during COVID, and it really does suck, man. Like I'm really trying so hard, and when you see me on the lives, when I'm on the lives, and on the other channel, like that's I try to maintain a happy face, going on here and talking about it, and making it work and being excited. But man, deep down, man, I'm beating myself up because I mean, you go back and you look at my first video, and I'm so much thinner, I'm so much more healthier. And then I go back now and I'm looking at all these videos and I look like crap. And there are struggles. I agree with you. I agree with you, Mel. There are struggles, and I'm not going to give up. And I'm tired of you. I personally am tired of using COVID as an excuse to have gained 50 pounds back. That's what's kicking my ass, man. Is I put back all that extra. I put back half the weight I lost. And I agree with you, Mal. That's why I don't weigh myself during the week no more. I weigh myself once a week on Sundays for the video, so I could give an update. And that 1.2, man, I don't know why it's bothering me so much. Because I went from 254 when I started on this journey, on this weight loss journey. I was at that. There's a picture I took a long time ago. I wonder if I could find it. Let me see. There was a picture I did a long time ago, and I was super proud of it that day, man. Like, this was right before COVID happened. I had just reached the 200-pound mark, and I was super happy. Let's see if I can find that picture. I'll have to find it and show you guys later because I don't know what I do with that picture. But I showed all the pant sizes I was at. So I was at a size 42 2 years ago, and I got all the way down to a size 32. Like, I was super excited, and then I realized I was gaining all that weight because all of a sudden the 32s didn't fit no more. 34s didn't fit no more. Then all of a sudden the 36s didn't fit no more. And now I'm to a 38, which is not a 42. And I gave away all my size 42 pants. I just gave them away. Like, if this was me, this is me pre-COVID, or this was me 2 years ago. That's me 2 years ago. It's just it's hard, and I can't believe I let myself get like that again. It's a struggle, man. And there are days, man, where this weight loss thing is easy, where I could get through the day. Well, this week there was days where it was easy, but then there was that Wednesday, man, and then I'm already have problems sleeping, so it's hard for me to fall asleep. So I'm sitting there trying to battle through all this, trying to go to sleep, but then I'm starving, like starving so bad in the middle of the night. Man, there's days where I sit there and I stare into the fridge and I'm sitting there and I'm hungry and it's past the time I'm supposed to eat. And I'm sitting there and I'm hungry. Nobody's awake, or I'm by myself in the house, and all I want to do is go to the loaf and jug up the street and buy a bunch of chips and crackers and just sit there and eat it all, shove it all in my face. But I can't find those pictures. But that's the hard part about doing all this, is sitting there trying to get through all this and trying to maintain uh, your weight. And I already live in a state of depression. But there's things that I'm working on, man. Like, but that's the hard part. But here's the thing: is I'm gonna invest in. It really is the epitome of my life, man. Is the depression, because there's days, man, where I don't know. There's just I have really lows. I have really bad lows. But here's the thing: is I'm gonna start investing in myself. I'm gonna buy the Beachbody on Apple TV. It's about $100 a year. I think that'll be a good investment, and so I could get myself moving. And there's videos on there that I was looking at that you can do at home, and you don't have to worry about having to deal with going out in public and stuff like that. So I'm not wasting money going to the gym where I won't go because I have really bad anxiety around a lot of people. But I'm going to go do that. I'm going to go on and I'm going to do the Beachbody. I can do it at home. So that'll get me moving. And I already walk the hill around my neighborhood. So that's something else I'm going to start working on, is to keep the walking going. But I want to invest in something on that. But that's really what I want to do. I want to get to a certain point where I could just do it at home. Maybe next month invest in bands. Maybe the following month invest in something else and continue to work it and work the program that I'm going to put myself on. One of the reasons why I'm blessed that I have a YouTube audience is I'm able to come on and vent. That's what the videos are for. If I'm having a rough day, I could just turn on the camera and I could talk and feel better. And then my mind's not focused on food. Because that's my unhealthy relationship. Anybody that knows me personally in my life knows I struggle with food. I really do. And that's going to be the killer, is keeping healthy food in the house and not ordering out so much, because it's so much easier just to call and order or DoorDash. DoorDash is like my worst enemy, because as soon as I get hungry, I can press a button and I have food here in 20 minutes. So that's something I'm looking at. I'm looking at doing something like that. Is having that's what kills me, is when I get hungry, man. I just, guess what? DoorDash, $25, boom, food's here. And I'm trying to. That's I reached out to Hood Conservative, because he's also on a journey himself, and he talks about it on his channel once in a while. But he's busy, and then I have Mrs. Bear that keeps me on my toes. But it's, the problem with having somebody like your significant other with you, as somebody that's trying to inspire you or keep you motivated, is you start to, I don't want to resent them. I don't want to resent Mrs. Bear if I'm at that point where I don't want to work out, and then she's trying to motivate me, but then I take it wrong. So I don't want to use her as my motivational tool. So because I don't want to resent her if I don't feel like it. And then if I fail, I don't want it to be put on her. the onus put on her when it should be on myself. So that's something else I'm thinking about too. And I don't want to put anybody in that situation where I resent them for it, for my own failures. Because I've also read that that's a possibility that could happen by having somebody trying to motivate you. You have to motivate yourself. And that's what I'm trying to do, Mel, is I'm trying to keep, that's the whole point of having the videos and doing the lives on this channel, is to keep myself motivated by talking. And the videos itself, it's like a diary of sorts. It's a diary of sorts that keeps me motivated. And I could come on here and talk to you guys and vent. And I know probably a lot of people won't tune in to listen to me, because if I'm having a bad week, it could be really down. Like I'm having right now is a really down moment. But that's what this is about. That's what this part of the journey is about, is having something to keep me held accountable for my own actions, where I'm not leaning on somebody specifically. If does that, I don't know if that makes sense. But that's the thing I'm going to do, is I want to invest in the beach body. That's something I have to do, whether it's embarrassing of me doing it in front of my teenage kids or not. I have to do it. I have to keep myself motivated by not worrying about what my kids would think by seeing dad jumping up and down in the living room. And that's one of the things that keeps me from a fear of doing it at home, is because I'm afraid of what my kids would think by me jumping up and down. And or there's other videos and they're called like hip hop abs and stuff like that. So that's something I also got to get over. I got to get over the fact that I'm embarrassed to be doing that in front of my kids. It is part of it, Mel. It really is. But yeah, that's what I'm doing, Mel. Is that's why I have this channel. And so I could come on and vent and feel stupid, even if nobody's watching. I could vent to a computer screen or a phone screen. And this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning of my journey. And the more and more I work at it, the better I'll get. I'm getting older in age. I'm 37. So it's not going to come as quickly as it did 2 years ago when I was 35. And it's not going to be as easy as it was when I was 16, 17 years old, where I could run forever. But this is what I put this is what I put myself on. And for the longest time during COVID, I was, when COVID passed, I'll get back to the gym. Oh, I'm gaining weight because of COVID. Then you have people telling you, hey, I've gained 10 pounds since COVID. And I'm like, oh, well, maybe I've only gained 10 pounds. It doesn't look that bad. But then you start looking at yourself and you're not fitting into the pants that you were once in. And you're like, oh, shit, I did this. Then you start blaming other things outside of what you're responsible for. Then you start blaming, let's say I was blaming COVID. Well, it's COVID. So one day I was talking to Gary Lamb, and Gary Lamb was like, dude, it's not COVID. Don't blame COVID for it. It's you. You did this. The only way that you're going to get to start holding yourself accountable is if you tell yourself that it's your fault. So Gary Lamb is the one that kind of inspired me to do this, is because I got to hold myself accountable. It's not COVID. It's me. I got lazy. I started thinking it's okay to eat. It's my fault. I would go and my sister would buy me 12 packs of soda, and I'm sitting there and I'm drinking them. That's on me. That's not COVID. When I'm sitting there and I'm eating the 5th piece of chicken, that's not COVID. That's me. And that's what I want to show people on this channel, is that, dude, it's up to us to start keeping ourselves. Thanks, Sabrina. It will get. I know it'll get easier, and it's not going to happen overnight. And I'm doing it for the right reasons. I don't want to die. I don't want to have a heart attack. I already have anxiety. I don't need the extra added on top of it. And I want to be an inspiration to people. And they could show people also that you could do it, but you got to hold yourself accountable. It's possible. I was 300 pounds. I showed you guys a picture of me, and I don't show that picture to anybody. I was 300 pounds. I met John Elway at a Nuggets game, 300 pounds. And that's what got me down. I was focused to get down to 200 pounds, and I did. And I felt good. I looked good. Um, I'm probably never gonna be where I was at 19 when I was a military guy, when I was in the military. But Mal, yeah, it is a fear. But the only way I'm gonna break that fear is by doing it. And if my kids laugh at me, spank them and ground them. Just joking. I'm not gonna do it. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't spank my kids for laughing at me for doing that. And actually, my 13-year-old would probably do it with me because she dances to TikTok videos all day long. But yeah, I don't. That's the thing when it comes to weight loss is you got to hold yourself accountable. And for so long, I blamed other things. And you shouldn't blame other things. It's on you. It was on me. It was on me. I knew that my large and extra large shirts were getting tight on me, and I still would continue to stuff my face full of pizza or get a double cheeseburger. And so when I could easily just got a cheeseburger or order, instead of eating a salad, I was eating Popeye's chicken. It's all on me. So if anybody out there is struggling with weight, I get it, man. I get it. But it's up to us, our individual selves, to hold ourselves accountable. For me, like I'm a person, I can't sit there and drink one soda. If I bought a 12-pack of soda, I'm going to drink the 12-pack of soda. I can't have it here. Because if I do, I will drink it. I get complacent. I start thinking I could drink one. That's how it started me down on the weight gain. Is I was looking at myself and I'm like, this is my fault. I would drink a soda. Oh, one soda a week's not bad. And then that one soda, that 20-ounce soda, turned into a 6-pack. And then guess what? A 6-pack turned into a 12-pack. And then 12-pack became a case. I'm that person. I have no self-control when it comes to food. It's my relationship with food. But I just wanted to come on for a little bit. I wanted to tell you guys what happened this week. I did gain 1.2 pounds. I need to start focusing better. I got to start actually getting out and moving. I can't start be embarrassed of a journey that I'm taking myself on. This is something I need to do for myself. So to anybody out there that's going through it, man, I'm here for you. Log on, subscribe, follow my journey. You'll see my ups and downs. And if there's times that you feel like you're having down, go back and watch me having a meltdown like I did on Wednesday. I'm here for you guys. I'm here. Do the journey with me, man. There's other ways that you could go around. Even if you're so obese where you can't walk, start moving and just start rocking in your bed, man. Start burning using energy. I know what it's like to be super, super huge. And I would never judge anybody for going through it because I've been through it. I'm going through it right now. And maybe the 20 and 4 intermittent fasting that I'm on is too extreme for me. Maybe I should dial it back because I'm getting older in age. Because that's what I'm doing right now. I'm doing 20 and 4. I eat between 1 and 5. Maybe that's a little bit too extreme. One day at a, that's why I'm taking this journey one day at a time, because that's all you need, man. One day at a time. You beat this day, then guess what? Then you go to the next. I'll beat that day. I got to stop thinking I'm gonna lose 10 pounds every week. I'm not going to. And from what I remember in my military days, 1 to 2 pounds a week of lose weight is manageable. 1 to 2 pounds a week I could do. Nana, you didn't have to do that. Intermittent fasting, Nana, is a time is a time between that you set yourself where you can intake your calories. There's different versions of it. There is and there's no limit to there's not something that you can put yourself, like it's not a diet per se, it's just the time that you eat. Like for me, I'm on an extreme when maybe it's called a 20 and 4 is called a gladiator. No, a Spartan, the Spartan version of it. where you only eat for 4 hours. So I myself have it down to where I only eat between 1 and 5. After 5 o'clock, I'm not allowed to intake no more calories. So it's water all day, every day. Between 1 and 5, I could drink, like I'm doing juice. Mrs. Bear knows I'll do cranberry juice. I'll do cranberry juice or apple cran, and then I'll eat a sensible meal. So that's something I'm working on getting myself towards, is getting to that place. I was able to do it 2 years ago, but maybe I need to adjust it because now I'm getting a little bit older. Maybe I could do 16 and 8. So I could eat 8 hours and fast the other 16. The benefit of doing the 16 and 8 is you're sleeping for a lot of those hours. So like if you sleep 8 hours a day, half of that's already gone because you're fasting while you sleep. Then there's 16 and 8, and then there's 20 and 4. And then there's one more and I can't remember it. There's a version of it where you don't, it's a one-on-one. So you eat one day and then you fast one day, then you eat one day and then you fast one day. There's different versions of it. I know a lot of people do the 16 and 8. But I know myself, if I did that, I would go out of control. That's why I'm kind of doing the 20 and 4, because I at least could hold myself accountable for only eating between 4 hours. If I do the 16 and 8, I'll fail. I know myself well enough to know I will fail at that because I will just eat everything. And that's my problem. Is I know if I had 8 hours, man, I could have pizza in that 8 hours. I would just be stupid. And Mrs. Bear knows that I would be ridiculous. I would be stupid on it because I know me. I have a bad relationship with food as it is. Can you imagine if I gave myself 8 hours to eat? So 20 and 4, I think, is where I'm at. Maybe I could adjust it. Maybe I could do 19 and 5. Maybe giving myself an extra hour to get a little bit of extra food intake. I probably could change the hours. Maybe 3 and 7 would be fine. Because I could get. Here's another problem I'm having is I don't eat between. For some reason, I always skip the 1 o'clock hour. So then that gives me only 3 hours. So 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. So maybe I could do 3 and 7 because I'm already not eating at 1 o'clock anyway. And then 4 o'clock comes fast and then that time to cook and stuff like that. So maybe I can adjust that more towards what I'm working with. But this is what I'm dealing with. I mean, and Nana, if you want to walk, man, virtually or something like that, maybe we could work something out. Throw the AirPods on and go to town. This. Oh, yeah. Nana, if you want to shift it to 3 and 7, I'll roll with you. I'm Mountain Standard Time. We have each other's emails. We could throw on our music. We'll set a time. I don't know if you're Mountain Time. I don't know if Nevada is Mountain Time or Pacific Time. But let's do it, man. We'll find a time that between us. I have your email. We'll find a time and then we'll go. I'll walk and then you'll walk, or I'll do the beach body thing and stuff like that because it's something that I need to do. And I agree, my goals are making me depressed. But I really think I could do I have to do the 4 because I won't succeed if I do the 8. And but I have a good support system. So my daughter's about supporting me. Mrs. Bear supports me. I'm gonna do it though. I'm not gonna give up. This is something I need to do. And I think that having the YouTube channel specifically for this journey is going to help me, because at this point, I could continue to hold myself accountable. Yeah, walking could definitely be earlier. Before, I used to go to the gym. I would take my kids to school, and then I would go to the gym after. During that time, I can't do too much stuff because I also have scoliosis in my back, so I can't do a lot of super hard stuff because I don't want to end up in the emergency room. So those are other things I got to look at. And I agree, Mal, you have to be happy. That's the most important. But I'm not happy fat either, though. I'm really not. I'm really not happy. Not at the weight that I'm at. I was happy at 200 pounds. Between 200 and 209 is where I'm the most happiest. I'm still considered overweight, but that's comfortable for me. My weight to be what the doctors say healthy is 170. I've only been 170 in my adult life one time, and that was after basic training. No, right before basic training, I weighed 170. After I put on the muscle from basic training, I got to like 190, and that was all muscle during that time. And I held 190 for I held 190 for all 6 years I was in the Army. So then I got out, got depressed. When I got out of the Army, I got depressed because you get a shock. You get a shock to your system being a civilian. And then I was regressing a lot of my memories from other stuff. So I regressed a lot. And I held in those emotions, and when I get depressed, I eat. "45 minutes, that's a good time, Nana." I used to walk 5 miles. When I did this 2 years ago, and I lost from 300 all the way down. I used to walk 5 miles. There's a river walk in my community, and it's a mile around, and I used to walk it 5 times. But I need to hold myself accountable and stop making the biggest thing I need to do to actually succeed at this is I need to stop making excuses. That's my biggest problem, is I make excuses. I always have an excuse. Why am I eating? I'm depressed. Why am I ordering this pizza? I'm depressed. Why aren't I doing the beach body videos? I'm embarrassed for my kids. I always have a reason. And I'm sure and that's the thing. That's the thing that's wrong with me, is I always have an excuse. And excuses are my enemy, and I'll be the first to admit it. And the only way I'm going to if I'm honest with myself, it's the only way I'm going to succeed. And I don't know if that makes sense. If I'm honest with myself and I know my downfalls, which is the excuses, I'll succeed. If I need to start moving, that's the best way for it. See, Nana, you're in the same boat as me. Nana, you are the exact same way as me. 40. You put on 40 pounds. I put on 45. So you get it. You get it. You're the same like me. It's too cold. I want cookies. Whatever I could think of to get myself out of it. You're right. That's so true. That's true. But that's what we got to do, man. We got to, and that's what I'm doing with this channel. So you guys, whatever, like if I wish I had a community tab on this channel, but it's too new. I have to get 1,000 subscribers to get a community tab. But this journey, I don't even care about subscribers right now. Well, this is about just holding myself accountable, and I'm glad that everybody in here, from Sabrina to Nana, to Mal, and whoever else is in here that I don't see, who's not talk, maybe Shal. Yeah, hold me accountable because I drop. Maybe I'll do three lives a week. Maybe I'll do Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays a live on this channel, and then I do the weekly video, like the diary part of it, on Sundays. So Sundays is when I release the video for the week, the previous week, and then I'll do lives to let you guys know my progress. I think that'll be the best way for me and you guys to hold me accountable for what I do. Like I said, I don't want Mrs. Bear to be that person that I lean on, because if I fail, I'm gonna blame her. It's just human nature. It's she knows it, and I don't know it, and I know it. And I think that's the best way to do it. And I don't want to put my parents or my sister or anybody else into it, because I don't want to blame them. So this is what I'm going to do. So I'll be here Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays live on this channel at 7 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, 6 o'clock Pacific, or 8 o'clock Pacific, 6 o'clock Central. I don't know. I'm all screwed up. So 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock Mountain, 6 o'clock Pacific. So I'll do the live streams on this channel Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. We could all join here and talk. Maybe next time, Mal, I'll bring you on. If you send me your email, maybe we could talk on the channel. So that's that. That's my email for anybody else. If you guys want to reach out to me, Sabrina. Also, if you ever want to come on and talk about it, maybe you're going on a journey yourself. Thanks, Mal. Yeah, let's do it, Mal. If you want to come on and you want to be a regular contributor on this channel and help me on my journey, send me an email, and then I'll send you a link on the lives for the lives that day after I set it up. We could do this. I got to do the same thing, and now the problem with me, and I got to learn how to. Here's the thing: I got to learn to grocery shop, and Mrs. Bear gets on this on me all the time about this. I buy in bulk, and that's one of my biggest problems. Is I buy in bulk, and the problem with buying in bulk is it's there and I have to eat it, or it goes to waste. And I got to train myself maybe to buy and Mrs. Bear tells me this all the time, maybe buy a week of food for the week instead of going out and buying a month worth or 2 months worth. I have a problem with buying in bulk. So now I'm with you. I got to start cleaning out my freezer. I got to clean out my fridge. There's probably a bunch of freezer burnt meat I got to get rid of and start eating healthier. I think that'll help myself too. And start buying fruits and vegetables. Start cooking at home instead of ordering out. So that's another thing about being overweight is you don't have the energy to go out and serve and cook your own meals. It's easier just to order them. I'm guilty of that. That's my problem. And Nana, thank you for the donation. I will spend that today and get that Beachbody so I won't have an excuse. And I'll have that order tonight, and I'll get started on that tonight, because if I don't get started tonight, it's not going to happen. So I got to get started on it tonight. So I can't. If I buy it tonight, I have to use it tonight. There's no reason why I shouldn't. I have nothing to do. except for kick my own ass, wake up and do it as well. And then I'll go for a walk after I do the workout as a cool down. But I got to hold myself accountable. Thank you guys. I'm going to wrap this up. I want to thank you guys all for joining me on this journey and being an inspiration. Also, I want to thank you all for believing in me and helping me get to my goal. This channel will be a success, even if I don't ever reach massive numbers, and that's not what this is about. This channel will be a success if I myself get healthier, and if I could just inspire one person, and that looks like Nana's going to join me on this. If I can inspire one person to do it, I will call this a success. If I reach my goal of 200 pounds and I get one person to join me, this channel will be a successful, because I'm not doing this for numbers. I'm doing this for myself. So thank you all for joining me. Thank you all for being an inspiration. Thank you all for believing me. We will do this. We will succeed. I will succeed because I'm doing it for myself, and I have you guys who support me as well. So thank you all. I love you. Have a good day. God bless. And as always, deuces.